John lived a simple life. He worked hard, earning a modest salary, enough to cover the basics. He was content with what he had: a small apartment, simple meals, and quiet evenings. But Mary, his partner, was not satisfied. She dreamed of villas, jewels, and luxuries. Every day she reminded John of what he could not give her. At dinner, she would sigh when she saw the same modest food. When they walked past jewelry stores, she would glance at the beautiful displays and shake her head. John would often try to reassure her, promising that one day he could give her more of the things she longed for. But Mary would dismiss his words with a cold smile, a gesture that carried both doubt and disdain. To her, his promises were empty. To him, her smile was a wound he carried in silence. Mary's ego blinded her. She wanted instant gratification, a life of wealth and glamour, and she refused to see the relentless effort John was already making to improve their lives. Because after long hours at work, John did not rest. He stayed up late into the night, reading, studying, and educating himself. He believed knowledge was the key to promotion, the path to a better life. His eyes grew tired, his hands trembled from exhaustion, but he pressed on. Mary never noticed, or perhaps she did, but she did not care. To her, effort without immediate reward was meaningless. She wanted results now, not later. She wanted the life of luxury without the patience to build it. And so every opportunity became another moment for her to underestimate him. She mocked his books, laughed at his late nights, and told him he was wasting his time. Her words cut deep, but John endured them silently. One evening, Mary's dissatisfaction reached its peak. She told John she was leaving him. Not only leaving, but leaving for his best friend. To her, his friend's higher salary was a stepping stone to the life of wealth and glamour she believed she deserved. The betrayal shattered John. His heart broke. His trust collapsed. He felt abandoned, helpless, powerless. Nights became darker, silence heavier. He walked alone, questioning his worth, wondering if he had wasted his life. But in that pain, something stirred. A spark, a quiet determination that whispered, "Do not give up." John turned his pain into fuel. He studied harder, worked longer, and refused to surrender. Every rejection became motivation. He stayed late at the office, learning skills others ignored. He volunteered for projects no one wanted. He built knowledge, discipline, and resilience. Step by step, he rose. Years passed, promotions came, his salary grew, his responsibilities expanded, and eventually, John stood at the top, director of the company. The man once underestimated had become the leader others admired. Mary's life took a different path. The friend she left John for could not give her the luxuries she dreamed of. His better salary was not enough to sustain her desires. Over time, disappointment replaced her pride. Her ego, once so loud, now left her bitter. She worked small jobs, chasing the life she once imagined, but never finding it. The villas, the jewels, the glamour. They remained dreams, slipping further away with each passing year. Years later, John hosted a grand party to celebrate his success. It was held at his duplex penthouse, 2 floors of elegance perched high above the city. Guests marveled at the view, sipping champagne as the city pulsed beneath them. John moved through the crowd with ease, confident, debonair, his silver-gray suit catching the glow of chandeliers. He was no longer the man mocked for his modest life. He was admired, respected, celebrated. And then, across the room, he saw a familiar face. Mary, not the guest of honor she once dreamed of being, but a server among the crowd. The moment she saw John, she froze. She tried to retreat, to hide, but stumbled into her boss, who urged her forward. "Keep moving," he whispered. "Serve the guests." Her heart sank. There was no escape. Mary's voice trembled as she approached John, her tray shaking in her hands. She whispered words that carried the weight of years. She admitted that she had been blinded by ego, that she had mocked John's patience, his effort, his perseverance. Now, standing before him, she saw the man she once dismissed had become everything she dreamed of, not because of her, but in spite of her. She confessed to John that she could not undo the past, could not erase the choices she had made. All she could ask for was forgiveness. She was wrong, and she knew it. John listened in silence. 20 years had passed since the night she left, and he remembered the devastation. Yet from those ashes, he had built himself anew. Every insult, every doubt, every betrayal had become the bricks of the empire surrounding them. She had once told him he was wasting his nights, wasting his effort. But now he stood as living proof that nothing invested in growth is ever wasted. He reflected that pain had been his greatest teacher, and for that, he held no anger toward her. In truth, he owed her thanks, for without her leaving, he might never have discovered the strength within him. And so John, in a calm, empathetic tone, told her, "I forgive you, Mary. I forgive you entirely. Not because you deserve it, but because you need peace. And I have already found my own." Mary's eyes filled with tears. She lowered her gaze and whispered softly, almost to herself, that she needed those words more than anything. And with that, the story of John and Mary was complete. What remains is the lesson their journey leaves behind. The one who laughs last, laughs best. Never underestimate the quiet ones. Their time will come. Life moves in circles, highs, lows, and for those who endure, highs again. The story of John and Mary is not about wealth or status. It is about patience, resilience, and the truth that those who persevere will rise. And when they rise, the world will see that patience and perseverance are never in vain.